bad news, terrible news, unfortunate news. It has felt like the last few months, and maybe if you want to extend it further to the last few years, have just been filled with incredibly negative news stories.
No, you're not watching the same video as yesterday, but I thought I'd include that because, well, I'm an absolute jinx, and I apologize. But that good news, well, it's ended. After finding failed structural parts, Boeing has been forced to pause test flights with the upcoming 777X. Now, this stems from reputable trade publication The Air Current, who are fantastic, breaking a story which was confirmed by Boeing, and this being another blow for the manufacturer. The 777X is still expected to be certified in 2025, with the plane maker not updating its guidance, with this being so fresh and the extent of how long the test flights will remain halted, and airlines are hoping for a 2026 EIS. This, though, is some 6 years later than initially expected. Boeing had been progressing in a positive manner, with the aircraft, as you may recall, only having recently been approved to launch test flights with the FAA aboard, and this an important step in getting any aircraft certified eventually. However, following one of those test flights on the pathway to eventual certification and subsequent inspections, a structural part that basically mounts the engine to the aircraft wing failed to be of a satisfactory working order. The halt in test flights was to examine the aircraft and also other units. Remember, there are multiple 777X test aircraft that are currently present, and worst still, the Air Current reports, citing two sources familiar with the matter, that two other aircraft that are active were found to have something similar. As a precaution and to investigate the problem, Boeing has ceased all test flights with this aircraft type until it can determine not just the cause, but find a way to solve the problem. Boeing says it is looking to learn from this experience and will replace the failed component as soon as possible once this occurs, and then the teams are satisfied that the part works as intended. You can expect test flights to resume, and I think one of the key takeaways from Boeing's outlook on this is the change, saying that they will learn from the experience and take every measure to ensure it gets back into working order. A big focus on learning and being transparent. Ultimately, this finding represents another setback in the overall certification of Boeing's next true flagship widebody, you have to remember, which not only airlines and their customers are highly anticipating, but I am too, and I'm sure you watching as aviation enthusiasts. I think we're all very excited for this aircraft to finally be airborne. Despite focusing significantly on ensuring stability, the plane maker continues to see moments like these creep up, which are equally frustrating for its customers, but also for itself as a business which is attempting to turn the corner. However, I can't stress this enough that while Boeing seemingly can't catch a break, finding things such as these, whether you have an internal culture problem or not, isn't unusual. In fact, for all upcoming aircraft on the eventual pathway to certification, while ideally you wouldn't have anything go wrong and everything go according to the plan, I think most of you know that in life nothing ever goes according to plan. So the ambition would be to basically weed out any prospective issues before certification is achieved, with the hope of then ensuring a smooth entry into service when the time comes. And then for airlines that do begin flying the aircraft, they don't encounter problems that can, say, result in the grounding and then impact on your key airline customers for the aircraft. However, for Boeing, issues like these reaching the public domain, which of course they're going to, are another reason for now seeing further backlash hitting the company. On top of that, for an aircraft that is already receiving a fair share of frustration from key customers regarding delays, it comes at the wrong time. And I hate to be negative, and I hate to be maybe also pessimistic, but you have to also remember that we're still a long time out from certification. And while Boeing has its timelines timelines, we've been proven time and time again that it is very difficult to stick to that, and there's plenty of time for something else to pop up and alter that eventual EIS further. But as looking ahead, Boeing will want to work diligently to resolve issues that has halted the test flights, and we obviously hope now that it doesn't plague the certification timeframe any further than it may have already, if any at all, and then Boeing can move forward, get the plane back in the air in a safe manner, and continue on that pathway to certification. The day the 777X enters service is the day I might just have a little cry. I don't know about you, but it's going to be a lovely moment after so much that we've witnessed across, say, the last 5-6 years, if not even further. Thanks a lot for your support here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Take care, be safe. Your normal aviation news recaps will recommence tomorrow, don't worry, and there's some exciting developments in that one for you.
And we'll fly.